Hello everyone, welcome to the T-shirt transfer paper power half hour brought to you by Condé Systems. My name's Doug DeWitt, your host, and in today's episode I know I was supposed to have a big reveal on some new Nina Coldenhove product. Well, guess what? Sometimes production delays happen. Sometimes, like they say in the military, you have a snafu. So we are just going to have to postpone that episode for a little later, but you know what? I'm making it up to you because I've got a special show planned for you today. I am doing my first live interview on the T-shirt transfer paper power half hour, and I've got the perfect victim. Oh yeah, man. I checked him out, got him off of Craigslist. It's going to be great. But before we get into that, you know, we got to pay the power bill here at the T-shirt transfer paper power half hour. First off, I want to let you know about our April promotion. It's our April shower sale going on right now on dietrans.com. Just click on the banner. It'll tell you all about it because, you know, this is a season for bridal showers and baby showers and all these other special occasions that you need to take advantage of, and we are here to help you. We've got free artwork on orders over $75. If you order over $200, you get a coupon. And we've also got below MSRP discounts on Oki white toner systems. I mean, all these showers going on, and we are just making it rain here at Condé. So make sure you catch that. Also wanted to let you know about our brand new quarterly contest in our client image gallery. It's sublimation for special occasions, and you know what? If you submit your finished products to our gallery, you can win up to $400 in Condé credit. That's a lot of Condé credit, ladies and gentlemen. You want to participate. You definitely want to check out the gallery and get inspired to come up with your own ideas because we got some great ones up there. You need to check it out. And to let you in on a little tidbit, my fans of the T-shirt transfer paper power half hour brought to you by Condé Systems, I have got the update. We are having our virtual open house, our Condé 2021 virtual open house. The date has been confirmed, July 8th, 9th, 10th. Clear your calendars, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure you keep tuned because we're going to have vendor classes, we're going to showcase new products, we're going to have incredible deals, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have giveaways, and Space Monkey Sprite's going to be there. I mean, how can you miss? You can't. Like I said, clear your calendar. Oh, one last thing. Want to tell you about The Road to Sublimation Success, this awesome book co-authored by President and CEO of Condé Systems, David Gross. We've been getting so much positive feedback about the power of this book. Well, actually, when I say we, I really mean David because, you know, he's the one that co-authored it. So if you don't have your copy, you should get yours. You can contact Condé, you can order it on Amazon, or you can download it through Kindle. All right, power bill's been paid, so let's move on to the topic I really want to talk about, which is, you know, we have the ability here at the T-shirt transfer paper power half hour to make some really cool custom decorated shirts. You know, something like this rad skate design that I came up with. You know, maybe something a little more vintage, like rock and roll legend David Bowie. You know, maybe I want to promote my own line of Space Monkey clothing, you know, like I'm wearing. But the thing is, how do I do that? You know, in other words, how do we take our decorated products and we get it out there on the shelf where people can actually buy it, where we can actually profit? And that's the topic that we're going to talk about today. It's preparing your products for the retail market. And the guy I have to go over it with me, I believe is an expert. You know, not only is he our chief marketing strategist here at Condé, but he's got his own furniture company. You know, they specialize in what? Mid-century modern. I mean, I'm sure he'll tell you all about it. He'll get a plug in. That's just how he rolls. But the point is he now has 2 locations, so he's doing it right. And I want him to have the opportunity to pass his successful advice along to you so we can all get started. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Mr. Jeff Butler. Jeff, how you doing today? Thank you so much for coming aboard the T-shirt transfer paper power half hour.
Boy, you really dug into the barrel, into the dregs, and got me here, man. It's last minute. I appreciate you calling me now, man. I'm
Well,
happy to be here, Doug. Thanks for
well,
having
well,
me.
like I said, man, I think it's a great topic because I read over the blog post that you put up, which I thought was excellent, and I thought this was a subject that we need to talk about more, So, like I was saying, man, I've got the ability to make these decorated T-shirts. I could put, just about any graphic on any color on any material content. But I mean, you being the shop owner, how do I communicate basically that I'm a reliable business partner? I mean, do I just show up with a box and say, here I am?
Well, interestingly enough, that's where this came from, and that's exactly what happened. So, yes, we have two stores, two different cities. We have one in Fairhope, Alabama, one in Mobile, Alabama. And we do a lot of handcrafted, handmade goods, home decor, T-shirts, that type of thing. And yes, that is what happens is I'll get a text message from one of my employees, and it's generally a picture of a box with some cool stuff in the bottom of the box. And I'm like, okay, what's that? And they're like, yeah, so-and-so just brought this box of stuff. They want to sell it here. What do you think? And I'm like, well, I don't really think anything because I don't know what's going on. And so that's where I started. And this, it's almost a daily occurrence. And so it got me to thinking, maybe I should, we didn't have a policy on that type of thing. Now we have a policy. So it allowed me to think through and think exactly what we needed, me as a shop owner. Shop owners, and I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there own gift shops, maybe have products, maybe you're thinking about getting products into a gift shop, that kind of thing. And if you own one, you know that your biggest concern is paying the rent and paying payroll. And it takes up a lot of your time. Takes up a lot of mine, man. That's all, I got a lot of wheels turning. There's a lot of moving parts going on. So the one thing that will attract me to your product, if I'm going to sell it in my shop, is how easy is it for me to deploy this product in my shop. I've got we have two shops. They're both pretty small. We're talking 1,500, 1,600 square feet. They're packed already. And another way to look at it is like when you're standing at the gas station at the counter, all that stuff all over the counter, that is prime real estate for that gas station. And I promise you, the guy that brought the easiest stuff for the owner to deploy on the counter gets the best placement, and they sell the most product. So the key is making it easy on the business owner to where there's no thought process involved. It's just a matter of, okay, these products are ready to go. They're tagged, they're retail ready. I can hang them on a display. Even better, you brought me a display that fits in my current layout for me to display the products on. Back to the convenience store, I'm sure you guys have seen people coming and stocking those convenience stores from time to time. Man, they got it all. They've got everything. They've got the big cart, they've got the tubs, they have everything. They just take it out, they slide it on the rack, and it's sold. So that's, as a shop owner, that's what I need. In order for you to make it profitable and generate some sales, you need some attractive, eye-catching packaging for your product. Clear and concise labeling and branding. Easy to display and designed for current standard point of purchase displays, or maybe you've got something really cool that will fit in this little 16 by 16 area. Think sunglass display or the little phone chargers and things like that. Those are that's what I'm looking for. As far as if it's something that needs to be assembled or something to that effect, I need those instructions in that package, because I'm not the guy to answer the questions and to be tech support for your product. You've got to, I just don't know. I don't have the manpower to do that. But if you include that information in that package, man, I'm gonna be inviting you back all the time. Hey, do you have any more? And that's another key element of it is my people are going to talk it up because it's so easy. It's a great product. It looks cool. It works great. You're easy to deal with. It's displayed properly. People are buying it. I'm going to be pushing it. My people are going to be pushing it. And that to me is what defines a reliable business partnership with retail ready packaging for your products.
Well, I hear what you're saying about retail ready. I really caught on to that particular phrase when I was going over the blog because, the things that you were talking about as far as the retail packaging is concerned. What I wanted to remind our viewers is if you have a white toner system and you have some of these transfer papers like Forever Low Temp or hard surface paper, you can make your own decorated packaging. It goes beyond just making the t-shirt. You can make your own packaging. You can make your own bags. As far as the labeling is concerned, it weeds fine enough that you can do your own inside tagless label. As far as, washing instructions, get that information from us, make sure that's included. So, I guess it goes just beyond being able to consistently provide product. In a way, you got to provide the marketing to get your foot in the door because like you're saying, the shop owner doesn't have time for that. But if it's all put together for them, it's easy to put out.
Look, you're exactly right, Doug. And one of the reasons I believe we have been successful in our operation is that I utilized every single technology that Condé carries, from transfer paper to sublimation, to build my own marketing in-store point of purchase and marketing materials, from labeling on shelves, labeling on product. And you're exactly right. The transfer papers, I mean, you've seen, we've made the stuff together. It is too easy to build your own really high impact packaging. If you're not doing it, man, you're missing out. That's a whole nother segment of the business. Yeah, you're making a really cool product and you can make a really, really cool display for it, signage that leads them to it. Good messaging, good branding, building the brand. It's so easy. Even use, metal, aluminum, cut it, making little signs, different things like that. All of this technology is perfect for that application as well as making the product.
Absolutely. Now, here at Condé, we do sell, some of those products. We do have some of those resources where, someone can take it on, so to speak, start creating their own packaging. Well, man, let's just say I'm starting from square one with this thing. Any suggestions on where I even begin to look to get my hands on, not just the promotional materials, but you're also talking about the nuts and bolts, like the Ziploc plastic bags or, certain types of tape, that kind of thing. Where do you start, man? Where'd you go?
The way I did it was I started at places like, one, just observing what, the marketing point of purchase materials in places that I frequented, stores that I like. Then I went to places like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, different stores like that. And I found you're going to pay because you're buying in less quantity. You're not buying in bulk. But I found all the little bags and the little strings and the tags and the cutters and all the different stickers and things like that. And I just bought, let me get a bag of this, bag of that, box of this, and put it all together and came up with the packaging, and then turned around and bought it on Amazon in bulk. Or, you got companies like Uline, Amazon, all those places sell the same stuff that Hobby Lobby sells, and you can buy it in bulk. If you're putting t-shirts in plastic bags, well, go to a Hobby Lobby and find the right plastic bag that presents the shirt the way you want it presented, and then turn around and go to Amazon and buy the exact same thing in packs of 50. You'll pay more on the front end, but it's an experiment. It's the cost of doing business. You're trying to figure it out. Once you get it figured out, you start buying in bulk, and you're good to go. That it's really easy with resources such as Amazon, Uline. Can't really think of any others. That's the only ones that I really use.
I hear you. Well, as far as using resources like Amazon, I mean, they've got everything, right? So should be able to
Everything.
accommodate us. But you're right in the sense that you've got to actually go out and put hands on these materials to see if it's going to present the image that you want to portray. Because you're right, it's not just selling a T-shirt. It's creating your own brand. It's carrying your own message, so to speak, that now that shop has to carry on, so to speak. Because like you were saying, you don't have time for, the packaging and displays. Okay, well, let's say for the sake of argument, we take care of that. Well, now basically, how do we convey to you the branding or marketing message that we want you to promote concerning our line?
So things like reordering information, your website, that kind of thing. Is that what you're looking for? Just so I
Yeah.
understand the question. Yeah. And I just thought of something as well. Is that companies like Vistaprint, where I'm sure a lot of you guys get your business cards, use those business cards. We've used the business cards, punch holes in them, and use them as apparel tags. Been doing that for a while. That's a cheap way to get big impact. You got other companies like Sticker Mule that actually make stickers with their die cut stickers with the little hole in it that you can tag onto the shirt as well. So now the consumer is getting your shirt, your branding on the little card, the glossy slick card that looks really cool, full color, and they're getting a little sticker that's die cut and really cool. They're going to peel it off, stick it on their computer monitor, stick it on their vehicle, whatever, skateboard, and that all comes back to building the brand. And those resources, Vistaprint, man, they're giving away business cards these days. Sticker Mule, giving away stickers every week. If you sign up, they're sending emails every week. Hey, 50 stickers, 100 stickers for $10. Get them. What do you have to lose? It's $10. And try it out. Just stick them on the shirts and see. It takes your product up another level, because I know you've been in regular stores and seen stickers on shirts and that kind of thing, or that are attached with a little hang tag. You can be that. You can have that big player look on a budget and DIY. Do it yourself.
Yeah, well, I've often joked on the show that the difference between a $5 shirt and a $50 shirt is the artwork that you have on it, and the difference between a $50 shirt and a $500 shirt is the label stitched in the back. So,
Yep.
In other words, if you build your brand up enough where your label and your label alone will fetch you a couple of $100 a shirt, well then congratulations, man. You've did it. And, man, I'll pat you on the back next time I see you. But, the reality is right now we're just struggling trying to make a $50 shirt out of a $5 shirt. So when you're talking about, putting your own brand to something, the one thing that I've always noticed when I walk around your shop, the things that you've created, whether you've done transfers or done sublimation, or things that you've brought in to resell, there is always that logo sticker somewhere on that product. And that's how you build your brand. You basically almost got to start out word of mouth, so to speak, but when people see it, it starts to click. And if they get one of your shirts and associate it with quality, which is what White Toner Systems can deliver, then the next time they're in that shop, they're looking for that logo. They're looking for that brand. And I think you've done it extremely well with your particular outfit, which I am dancing around the name of, as you can so eloquently tell. But, as far as... Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things is I make sure, and my employees know this, and they do generally handle all the merchandising and things like that. I kind of just show up in the middle of the night, clean toilets, mop the floor, drop off stuff, and leave, um, because they do such a good job at it. But they know that my philosophy is if you're standing in my shop, no matter where you're at, you can turn 360 degrees. You're going to see our logo, our branding pretty much from every angle, whether it's a sticker on the wall, a sign hanging over here, a tag. Every tag is branded. We have stamps made, and we stamp every tag for every product. But that I literally beat it into our customers' heads, and it pays off. So yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah, well, appreciate that. I try to be right whenever I can. But like I said, I think this is definitely a good topic, and appreciate you expanding on it a little more. Um, Basically, let's say beyond my super awesome high quality shirts, you know, how do I develop that attractive brand? In other words, as far as getting it to the masses, you had mentioned something about being able to put together a package that makes you want to put my product in your high traffic areas. So basically, you've seen what examples attracts traffic. You've seen like mistakes that sometimes a supplier or a vendor will make where maybe it's a good product but it's just not eye catching enough to you. So I mean, besides literally beating it the street, running into your shop, from what I'm hearing you say is you need, you not only need the product, but you need the packaging, you need the marketing. Um, if both of those are attractive enough, does it go to the front of the shop?
It does, and that's a great point, and I'm glad you brought that up. So interestingly enough, one of the best products that I've seen come through uh, that has not taken off is, and everybody knows, you know, in our industry, is stocks. So I have a guy, the very smart guy, got a master's degree, the whole thing. He's got a whole nother business, and this is a little side business that he came up with, is these custom mid-century modern style socks with cool mid-century designs. He has them, they're sublimated, they're manufactured up in North Alabama, and he brought them to me in big brown bags, and they are simply clipped together with a little plastic hang tag, and that's it. And I've struggled and struggled and tried to, this is one of those great examples. It's a great product. They're really cool. They're not cheap. He's his cost to me is still a little up there. And I've told him over and over, man, I can't justify the cost because it's not packaged. I need something, some kind of something. It's just not there. Either a wraparound kind of packaging situation with some branding on it or something to that effect. And so what it's ended up as is they're in the back in a box rolled up, and there's a little handmade sign that we made, and they don't sell. Um, and he's a busy guy. He's got, like I said, a whole nother business going on. I thought it was a great idea. I got 100 pairs of socks that are just sitting there, and every once in a while we'll sell one. And again, I don't have the time to do it, and it's just not affordable. It doesn't make dollars and cents to me to spend, a couple weeks developing a package situation for him when the cost is already up there. So it's something I'm going to revisit with him, and hopefully, I think they've gotten a little further along with that. But yes, they'd be on the counter. I would love to have them up in your face as you're checking out. Here's these cool socks, but it just doesn't work because the packaging's not there. The branding's not there. Nobody knows who the name of the company, I think, is Mid-Century Socks is what he's called it. It's a great name. It's a great everything. There's just no, he doesn't have he hasn't crossed the finish line. All right. He's running the race. but he hasn't crossed the finish line with it. And once he does, it's going to take off. We're going to sell a bunch of socks. And so, yeah, that's exactly it. You move to the front of the line by making it easy on me to sell. I mean, it's my job to sell. I'm working for you, essentially. You're bringing me the product. Make it easy for me to work for you, and I'll work hard for you, and I'll sell your product. But you got to make it easy for me to do that. And one other thing, I just want to touch on something real quick. You, as a manufacturer of these killer goods, you got to make it easy for me to pay you and manage the inventory. So this is something I don't think you and I talked about, Doug, but one of my favorite vendors that I deal with in my shop, they take Venmo or they take PayPal or they take both. I will pay them when I'm eating lunch or before I go to bed or something, or when I think about it. But if you want to check, it's going to be tough, man. Because again, like I said, I'm not in the stores that often. So that means I'm going to have to write a check. I'm going to have to go to one city or the other city, drop the check off, figure out how much I owe you. Then I'm going to have, you're going to call me and go, hey man, do you have a check that I self-bought? Make it easy to get paid. And one of the easy ways to do that is, number one, take an electronic payment, Venmo, PayPal. Very easy for me to do that. Number two, keep your inventory in something along the lines, and my favorite is Google Sheets. And I even do this for some of our vendors. I will create, you can go to log into your Google account and just search Sheets. So it's a suite. It comes with Google Docs, Google Sheets. Sheets is the spreadsheet. It's like Google's version of Excel. If I create an Excel spreadsheet with your inventory, here's line item 1, line item 2, quantity 10, quantity 20, and then I share that with you. You click the share button and you share it with that vendor. Anytime I modify that sheet, that vendor gets notified. So it's almost like an instant point of sale notification system, because at the end of the day, my salespeople log in there that, hey, we sold 3 of these, and they'll modify that sheet. You as a vendor get notified, hey, I sold 3 widgets today, or I sold 3 t-shirts or whatever. And then at the end of the month, you know exactly how much money you're going to get, because the percentage, I build the percentages in there into the sheet, and then I Venmo you the money, and hey, we're done. We're off to the next month. It's a lot easier for me to do that than it is for me to dig through the box, put a sticker on it, figure it out, write you a check, all that. Make it easy, not only on me putting the product in the store and selling it for you, make it easy for me to pay you and manage your inventory.
I got you. So what it boils down to is use promotion through packaging. Make sure that you convey your branding message and tell you how to get paid. That is awesome, awesome advice. Jeff, I appreciate you taking the time to go over it with me.
I'm trying to pay the rent and keep the lights on and make payroll and pay insurance and taxes and all the rest of it. Make it easy on me, man. I'll make you money. Make it easy on me.
I appreciate you taking your valuable time to do that for us. Before I let you go, what does that say on your shirt?
La La Land, where I stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Butler. Jeff, thank you for all the tips. I want to let everyone in the audience know, if you've got any questions over the content that Jeff and I have been hashing out over the past half hour, make sure to hit up our inbox, TTPPHH at Condé.com. We'll get you whatever information we need because we want to help you succeed. And folks, that is going to conclude this episode of the T-Shirt Transfer Paper Power Half Hour. Make sure to tune in to 2 weeks from this Tuesday, where we will have another exciting episode. What it will be at this point, I don't know, but I'm sure it's going to be entertaining. You know it's going to be fact-filled. You don't even have to fact-check it. Just tune in, learn more. We're here for you. And until then, I'm Doug DeWitt, T-Shirt Transfer Paper Product Manager here at Condé. Our time's up, and we thank you for yours.